Hi, I'm fishing again, and I'm going to show you how to fish accurately and make sure the bait goes in the same place every time. Okay, the bait I'm going to be using today is sweet corn. So to start, I'm going to put in 2 small handfuls into the pole cup. There's just screws on the end of the pole at the cupping section. Now one thing you have to make sure of is that your cupping kit is the same length as your top kit, so that the bait will be in the same place as your float. Now I'm going to ship out and put the bait on the spot. Now I know that if I'm holding the pole just here, I know that I'm at roughly 4 metres. I've got a far bank marker, which is those pieces of wood sticking out, an old tree trunk, and I'm going to put the bait near the surface and just tip it in. There we go, got all the bait in the spot. Now all I have to do, bring that in, swap my cupping kit for my top kit. I'm going to put on some bait and make the first cast. The elastic I'm using today is a number 8. It's set quite slack so that if a fish bites, it'll play it quite far. Okay, I've got a 5-pound hook length, a small float. Now because I'm fishing quite shallow, I don't want lots of weights in the line, so I've just got 2 small shot, a 4-pound hook length, a size 12 hook. Nice and small. I'm going to put on a piece of sweet corn now. Just going to put it in the corner, put it round so the hook's showing, so if a fish bites that, it'll definitely get the hook in its mouth. Put it up against my far bank marker. Make sure it's staying straight down, and drop it down on the spot where I just baited. There's some bigger fish further out there. Hopefully they'll move into the spot that I've been baiting up, and eventually I might even hook one. What did I say? Might even hook one! Whoa, this is a big fish. Oh no, it's a hard fighting tiddler. Oh, it's a nice carp, all the same. Ship back on your pole roller. Hopefully I'll be able to get this fish in. Whoa, it's a real fighter even though it's small. Oh, it's still going. And it's in. And the hook has fallen out in the net. Perfect result of keeping the bait tight to the spot. Alright, another great way to bait accurately is to use a small cad pot. This is a Preston Innovations carp cad pot. And what I'm going to do, this is best for feeding small amounts of bait right on top of your float. You put a few grains in, swing it out. Ship out to the distance I want to go, drop it in, and now as you can see all I have to do is tip the pot up on top of the float and shake out all the bait right down there. Now he's got one. Oh, I felt it touch the reeds then. That's a real scrapper. It's gone right round there. When fighting a carp, it's best to keep the pole low. If you lift it up in the air, if the fish comes off, your line will go straight up in the air. This really is fighting. I think I got one of the monsters there. Oh, it's a pretty strong fish, I must say. It's got nearly all of my elastic pulled out. Oh, is it a ghost? Might be a ghost carp. This is really exciting. Felt it touch the pondweed again. Gotta try and keep it out of the pondweed. Stop it getting snagged up.
And it's a ghost.
It is a ghost carp, isn't it? Make sure you ship back on your pole roller. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And pull the section off. Drop it down on your rest. And fight it with the tip section. It is important not to rush, as if you rush you can often lose fish. It's important to make sure you land every one. As you can see, fish are a lot stronger than they look. Still swimming backwards. Come on, get in the net.
That's your first ghost carp.
I've caught one before, but only a tiddler. This is a massive ghost carp for this lake. And there we go. As you can see, if I'd just been throwing my bait around any old place, I wouldn't have got these fish so early on in the session. Let's see if I can get the hook out of this fish. And here is a beautiful ghost carp on the pole. That's a really nice fish to catch. Let's slip it back.
Okay, I'm just going to top up the swim with the cupping tip. Get a few handfuls of sweet corn. Okay. Run through it all again. Put that in. Nice little rod there. Although it's small, still a fish. And that's what I'm trying to catch. Small little rod there. And that, I'm going to put some bait into my cad pot. Put my bait out. Sprinkle it around my float, drop my bait in. Oh, I've got these fish really going there. Small one just came off and took the bait. As you can see, the elastic's doing its job. It's stretching out. Just keep the pole low. Don't make any sudden movements or it might come off. Just ship back slowly. This fish is really fighting. It's in the net. Nice little carp. My first carp of the day. Fit perfectly in the bottom lip. Really tight. The way to make the fish calm down is put your finger in its mouth and they sometimes calm down. Nice beautiful little fish. It's also a good idea if it's a decent sized fish, it's a good idea to put the fish back in your net. And it's away. We've had a great day. Caught loads of rudd, a few carp. Yeah, great day's fishing.
That also, catching the fish so early on in the session, it's generally because you got the feed quite accurately and the fish are on the bait and right where your float is straight away. So yeah, a good day's fishing.